Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to today's episode of Penny Dreadful Magic. Today is actually something very special. It is a very large tournament, actually sponsored by Magic Online, and it's called NTGO Super Saturday. So, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be playing a blue white control deck because I love punishing myself. So, Um, and I have it broken down in four separate columns here, or well, five technically. We have our mana, which is just basic blue-white nonsense. Um, Card advantage, removal, counter spells, win conditions. So we're playing two copies of Ancestral Visions because drawing three cards is great. Four copies of Serum Visions because again, drawing cards is great. One Search for Azcanta, which not only does surveil, it also allows us to look at the top four and get a non-creature, non-land card. Four copies of Deduce, which draws two cards. Copy of Thematic Compass, which doubles as a removal spell. But the card advantage allows us to get basic lands. One Jace Architect of Thought, which is really good against the go wide strategies. It also, has a anticipate effect, like a cross between anticipate and fact or fiction, and a couple of copies of Dig Through Time because we're going to go long, and Dig Through Time is a good Magic card. Our removal spells, Joust Through, early interaction that also gains life. Um, Dam, which we can't actually cast for the single targeted removal. It is just another copy of 4 mana Wrath effects that can't be stripped by an extraction. One Detention Sphere for the multiple copies. It's also a good single target removal. Vidalcan Shackles, which is a good theft effect, which allows us to block in combat if we need to, repeal for early removal that replaces itself. Our counterspell suite is very simple. 4 mana leak, 3 absorb. Absorb gains life, which is great. Thassa's Intervention, which is which also doubles as card advantage if we need to. Now, our win conditions, which in a blue-white control deck, there's not a whole lot of them. We have the one Celestial Colonnade because it's just a fantastic Magic card. A 4/4 flying and vigilance. It's pretty decent on defense. It's also really good on offense. 2 Hornlock Whales, which also double as removal. Dream Trawler also doubles as card advantage and has lifelink to bolster our life. It's also very sticky. It's very hard to remove. And 2 copies of Timeless Dragon, which can fetch a land and come back from the graveyard. Such a good Magic card. Our sideboard today is 1 copy of Purify the Grave for graveyard decks. 2 copies of Luxodon Peacekeeper against the aggro decks. Runed Halo can come in whenever we need to specifically protect against a single card. Same thing with Nevermore. Boonbringer Valkyrie is really good against the aggro decks. It also allows us to give Timeless Dragon or Hornlock Whale lifelink. Heliod's Intervention is good against the Legends deck. It deals with their enchantments. Spell Pierce and 2 negates for the Mirror. Another copy of Dam for the low of the ground aggro decks. Pithing Needle for Planeswalkers. And another copy of Vedalken Shackles for creature-based strategies where our counter spells aren't good, and we're going to be boarding them out. So we got Datro in round 1. Love that. Let's see what they're up to today. I didn't get the ping. In Magic Online. You're already stuttering? This hand is great. I'm going to keep it. Got an early removal spell, got an ancestral. All right, so I think they're going to be on blue-black flash. So I'm going to go ahead and suspend this ancestral vision right away. What we're looking for here is oh god, what is this? Oh, it's Hive Mind combo. I do believe we have died. All right. I guess we hold up Mana Leak. Maybe they don't go for it. What's your companion? Jeggy? If they go for it, we lose. Turn 1 Hive Mind. Love that. Jeggy in the hand. All right, we're always going to yield to that. All right, Colonnade into play. And just bluff Mana Leak for the rest of time. So our creature removal here is not great. Nevermore is going to be a good card to bring in. We're probably going to lose game 1. Just saying. No, I'm not going to cycle because that's a pretty good card. Because anytime I put the shields down, they can fire off a pact. Yep. I mean, that resolves. My counter spells are bad. All right. So that's very bad. Ooh, all right. So that card's great. Those cards are bad. Absorb is bad. Negates are probably okay. Wraths are bad. 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 Nevermore is good. Absorb is actually probably not terrible. Heliod's Intervention we want. And Repeal is probably not doing anything, correct? Yeah. All right. So we'll do it like that. And hopefully we can draw a counterspell. That's we can't let Hive Mind hit the board. His hand only has one land, so it's going back. His hand has 2 lands and a counterspell. Love that for me. Keep and Bottom the Whale. That is a later problem. All right, drawing a land there is great. Yeah, can't let that stick around. Perfect. Perfect. Mystic Gate allows us to cast Absorb if they go into a Hive Mind. Pack Rat. I mean, that's fine. Plane Cycle this dragon. Alright, go get a basic planes for now. Let's see. Oh no! Alright. I didn't hit the button. Button is back. Let's. I'm gonna risk it and play a Compass. Thanks, KW. So we went through all of game 1. I died miserably. You didn't need to watch that. It was bad. This is Hive Mind combo. So we got a whole bunch of ugh. Demonic Bargain. Okay. One Hive Mind's gone. 2 packs are gone. 2 Wishclaw Talismans are gone. all 3 Duresses are gone. Love that. All right. So hopefully that's an island. Yeah. All right. What is this? Make a copy of Pack Rat. Okay. I'll take 2. All right. This is fine. I'll suspend an Ancestral Visions and we'll be okay. Dismiss. I'm forced to hold up absorb here. It's always yield to that. What is it? If you control 7 or more lands. All right, so I can't put a dragon into play yet. I can do that next turn. Stop it. All right, the negate's fantastic. All right, dragon. And Compass pops into spheres, which is great. We have absorb up or negate. So let's see what Datro has up. Love that for me. Play an island. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5 mana. Yeah. All right. Make Colonnade. Colonnade goes RAR. He takes 4, pass the turn. 3 mana. What do we got? Make copy of Pack Rat. Sure. Discarding Thran Portal. There's a Spell Pierce over there. I mean, if they want to tap out, that's fine. Make 2 copies. All right, so I'll take 5. Ancestral, target myself. We got so 5, 10, 15, 25. I have 4 cards in hand. If I go Jace, we can intervention for 1, 2. All right. Let's do this. Because that's intervention for 4. I think that's survivable. Or sorry, intervention for 6. Always yield to triggers. So remove 1. That's 16. 6 puts me to 11. GG's, Dad. All right, GG's, Rob. That was terrible. Okay. For those of you that missed that, we're playing Blue-White Control and losing to Hive Mind with a Pack Rat sideboard that I didn't plan for. Love that. But anyways, typical Blue-White Control. 15 cards of card advantage, 10 creature removal. If I had drawn a D-Sphere during that game, it would have been all of the over. 4 mana leaks, 3 absorbs, and a Thassa's Intervention is counter magic. 2 Timeless Dragons, a Dream Trawler, Hornlock Whales, and a Celestial Colonnade to win the game. The sideboard is some stuff for the aggro decks, 1 for the graveyard decks, a couple of card-specific stuff, Heliod's Intervention that you saw that rotted in my hand, Spell Pierce and Negate that also, or well, no, Negate did something. 1 Dam is another board wipe, another Shackles as single target removal, Pithing Needle, which maybe also should have been brought in as for Planeswalkers. Back over here to Constructed, and let's go ahead and jump in against Tom and the Watch Wanderer and do a little bit of commentary while we are waiting. All right, we have a World Gorger combo versus Watch on what I am playing. Animate Dead, Wishclaw Talisman. Love that. All right. So they're in between games. We got Tom and Miss Input playing. If Magic Online will load. All right, looks like Miss Input's on Mono White and Tom is on Cascade. Arachnogenesis in the yard. Yeah, this is the Teamer Cascade deck. Tom's on the very behind, and they're also 1-1. We got. Oh, we have stuff happening. All right, we got some lands in a Serum Vision from T. Baker. Wishclaw Talisman in play. We got Serum Visions on the stack. This is going to be very slow and methodical if I do have to guess. An early 0-1 for me is not great. However, we got time. We got time. Second Wishclaw and a Plane Cycle. Yep, there's a dragon. Reveals basic planes, the only one in the list. Actually, there might be more. Wander started to play a bit more. There's a Nevermore, that's great. That hits Animate Dead, I believe. Unmarked Grave. Okay. Okay. Unmarked Grave to put the World Gorger in the yard. That's a good tap out. Tom's probably thinking through a Wishclaw line. No. Duress. Revealing Mystic Aid, Deduce, Whale, Mana Leak, and a search for Azcanta. The Mana Leak is gone. So there's the Mystic Gate we know about. We have 2 Deduces and a search for Azcanta and a Hornlock Whale. Looks like Wander drew and Absorb. Rifting the Nevermore. Okay. Yeah, that card's only sort of important. There's only one black source in play. So, unless they find another black source, like a basic swamp, Dark Ritual will get there. Alright, there's an Unmarked Grave. That gets a World Gorger Dragon. Deduce being cast. Looking for Mana Leak. Or Purify the Grave. Or there's a thinky thought that's happening. Yeah, there's a Mana Leak. With one card in hand, that's probably a good Mana Leak. Because if Baker pays for it, they're going to have 1 mana left. And unless the last card in their hand is a Dark Ritual, you can tutor for a Dark Ritual. Go up to 3. Oh, tutors for Spell Pierce. Okay. I mean, that'll do it. If the last card in hand is Animate Dead, the game's over. Yeah. Alright, now how this works is World Gorger comes into play. Or Animate Dead gets World Gorger Dragon. World Gorger comes into play, exiles all their permanents. Including Animate Dead. When Animate Dead leaves the battlefield, World Gorger Dragon dies. So this is an infinite loop, except there's a Timeless Dragon in the yard to break the loop. So you generate a bunch of mana, and there's a Wishclaw Talisman. So you generate a bunch of mana, and you can get every card in your deck. And you win the game that way. All right, so back to Mono White versus Temur Cascade. We got Tom in a very, very advantageous position. I think Tom's going to win the match here, based on current board states. Got a Flower and a Thalia. Thalia is a good blocker. But Tom has a bunch of mana. So that's 6 mana. Any removal spell puts yeah, cast Roaring Furnace. Roaring Furnace deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to target creature your opponent controls. Thalia does have Ward 1, which means it'll cost 4 mana. Instead of, it'll cost a total of 4 mana. And attack for 6. Adeline. Adeline's a pretty good blocker. It's also got a big booty. So there's no cards in Input's hand. Does Tom have another removal spell? Nope. Has a Laelia. And a Shardless Agent? Shardless Agent. Alright. So the way this works is Laelia counts... I apologize. Blit. 23 cards that got flipped over from the Shardless Agent, which makes Laelia huge and must be blocked, which effectively wins the match because Laelia can't be removed. So who do we have? We have Chicken still running. All right. We got Forest and Birds. All right, game 3. Love that. All right. So what's probably Nadu? Yep. Look at Nadu. Love that. And turn 2 Nadu is a real thing. I don't know if it's 1 damage to each creature your opponent's control. Kills the bird. Love that. Two for one's the Nadu. Flipping an island. All right. Chicken's the dark horse? I don't know. I just jumped in for round 3. So we have, hey Wander, thanks for the follow. Dowerport Mage plus Norin equals draws a lot of cards. Yeah. Oh, there's a Norin. So Chicken will probably pop into stream at some point. Oh, Norin goes away. Got scared of the bird. Got scared of the bird. Why are you scared of the bird, Norin? All right, he's back. Oh, you got Nimble Obstructionist. Get stifled. Get stifled. That's so good. That's so good. Bird Tribal. bird typal over here. Love that. Love that. Mana chickens, stifle birds, and then the most broken bird that exists in the game. Absurd. All right, so Seer Vision's on the stack. Gotta find a way to win the game here. Ozolith. Okay. That will start doing things. Are we gonna make the bird aggro? Are we gonna aggro the bird? Do we aggro the bird? No. Not sending a message either, holding up something. A counter spell, another stifle bird. I didn't update Stream Decker. I'll do that later. We got oh, we are getting aggressive with the mana chicken. Oh, guess we're not getting aggressive. Bolt the bird. Bolt the bird. Bolt the bird. Oh! Get stifled. More stifles. All of the stifles. Attack with the bird just to send a message. Do it. I'm tanking a little bit. No attacks with the bird. There's a rather large time disparity. Oh! Wrath the birds. Bye, birds. Bye, birds. Oh, Spell Pierce. Easily paid for. Do you cat like flip? No. No. Narset's Reversal. I mean, that's one way to handle it. Though I have a feeling. Yep. So those birds, they got shot down. Bird the bird. All right, cycles another Ozolith. We got scales. All right. So any creature that costs less than 2 mana is going to be very large. Okay. Any creature. All right. So it's probably holding interactive spells. We got some action from Chicken. Chicken with the bird mirror. There's the Dowerport Mage. Dowerport Mage, for those who don't know, is a 2 mana 1/3 that whenever one or more other creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, you draw a card. Then there's Norn the Wary. So Norn is 1 mana 2/1 that likes to run away. He's very scared. He's got a bad feeling. So for every spell that gets cast or a creature that attacks, Norn exiles himself and then comes back, which is a combo with Downport Mage. It draws a card. Well, thank you all for showing up and watching commentary. We got a Quandrix command that's shuffling in Nadu, Serum Visions, and a Nimble Obstructionist, and bouncing the Dowerport Mage, which could be replayed, but is probably not going to be to hold up interaction, I assume. So Nadu doesn't get out of hand. We have a land pass. We have land, Dowerport Mage. Norn got scared of the frog. All right. Counterspell on the Dowerport Mage. Does that resolve? Mana Leak targeting the Essence Capture. Okay. Mana is paid. Tox is under 5 minutes. So they might. Oh, and it got Spell Pierce. All right. Norn came back. Norn came back. Hi, Norn. 1 card in hand. We have an attack with Norn. Yeah, Chicken likes to do fun things. He's a lot like me. I'm boring for this tournament. I mean, yes, but that's probably why Chicken's playing it, because Norn is a big old chicken. But so, all right, Norn is back. Norn is gone. Extraordinary Journey. Okay, is that draw more cards? Come back here. Whenever one or more non-token creatures enter, if one or more of them entered from exile or was cast from exile, you draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. So she? Okay. Thanks. I tend to say they, but that was my fault, living in a no, the enchantment's here. We got, for every spell, Chicken's gonna draw 2 cards. Every time Norn attacks, they're gonna draw 2 cards. I have a feeling Chicken is going to win this match. Which, I mean, I'll take, because that puts them in the winner's bracket and away from me. I don't want to be anywhere near there, because that looks scary. It looks like a lot of fun. I would probably have a blast playing this deck. I might have to get the list from Chicken after, yes, after the tournament, because I might want to play this. I think I'll play it next week if I get the list. When Chicken inevitably pops in, I will ask her. So the whale attacks and deals 6. And then Norn runs away and draws a card. And there's a chain lightning on the stack, dealing 3 damage. And Norn comes back and draws a card. And Tox is at 9 with 3 minutes left on the clock. 1 card in hand, no board. We got a land. We got an overloaded rift. Might be the only thing to save right now. Maybe. No. Okay. We got an attack from the whale. Norn runs away. Tox takes 6 at 3 life. Do we have a bolt? Do we have a bolt? You got a bolt? Got a bolt to finish the job. There's a chain lightning to finish the job. And Chicken wins the match. And we got 1 left. Sultai Adventures seems like it would be very interesting. Extraordinary Journey is a really good card. I have it in my Bant Adventures list for EDH. All right, we got what looks like Orzhov Clerics versus more blue-white control. Okay. So there's 3 people on blue-white control at least. Game 2. Ariana's up by a game. Hey, Chicken. Great job. Love it. Can you do me a favor and DM me your list after the tournament if you would like? You can just DM me on Discord. I wanna take a run with it. Maybe next week on stream I'll take a run with it. All right, we have a Shackles stealing a Tabarax. We got a Hardcast Timeless Dragon. We got 1 in the bin. We have 2. We have an Ancestral Visions that got exiled. Shadowrite Priest. Okay. We got Shambling Vents sitting over there. More Shambling Vents. I don't think the Shambling Vents can attack right now. Not really. We have a no untap from the Shackles. We have Man in the Pool, Detention Sphere, probably getting rid of Priest. Yep, sounds about right. Oh, I didn't report. Nope, that's Discord. Don't want Discord. Quick detour. Quick detour. Report result. I got absolutely trashed. Thanks, Baker. I lost miserably. Submit. Where'd the event go? Event? Where'd you go? I was like, where'd you go, event? All right. Back to where we were going. Oh, God. All right. We're back. We got an attack finally by the Dargon. We have 2 shackles in play. Oh, that's great. And a whale that's been cast. We have Forrest Gump with one card in hand, a couple of Shambling Vents, and a 1/1. I do believe that the corner has been turned. There's a Zoraline. Okay. However, Zoraline gets back non-land permanent mana value 3 or less. So Tabarax or Liliana. Liliana, all right, seems reasonable. Can flip the Liliana. Has a finality counter. Yeah, can't flip the Liliana because finality reads if it would leave the battlefield, it just gets exiled. All right, both under 5 minutes. We got no untaps from the one untaps the shackles that had the Wayfarer underneath it. Gonna steal the bat. Seems good. And then smash for a lot. Game's got to end somehow. Attack for 7. Seems good. Yeah, dead in 2. All right, eternalizes a Timeless Dragon to put extra lethal on board. I suppose to probably block the Shambling Vents if they decide to start coming in. All right, Ariana takes it. All right. It looks like that's it, right? We have one, what looks like a no-show. Is finality only if the creature would die? Round 2. I have... Who am I playing against? Is that me? I assume that's me. That's the only other R that I'm seeing. Playing against... Who am I playing against? Not helpful. All right, waiting for my opponent to make the room because I don't know who my opponent is. All right, let's check actual Discord. I'm going to be away from chat here for a second. We got Honor Bound. All right. Oh, we are here. I'm going to take a quick run while I wait for Honor Bound. I shall return. All right, we are back. And on the play, yes, I would like to play first. This hand really needs another land, but so I'm going to send it back. This hand has 2 lands and just about everything I want. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to shoot this Absorb back into the ether. Play a Port Town, reveal this Irrigated Farmland, suspend an Ancestral Vision, pass the turn. Jump back in chat, and everybody will pop over in a second. Oh, yay. Looks like the mirror. All right, always yield. Hey, basic lands. Those are great. Always yield. Or it might be mono blue. I don't know. Let's play an Irrigated Farmland and pass the turn. Looks like mono blue. I have a land in hand. I'm not super worried about it. 2 mana leaks is great. I'll probably cycle the Timeless Dragon at the end of their turn. Yeah, this looks like mono blue control. Alright. Plain cycle. Let's go get a Prairie Stream, because that comes into play untapped. I will fight once over this. How important is this to you? I didn't think so. Love that for me. All right, I'm going to close that for now. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Oh, they had to move to discard. All right, so cards we worry about. Actually, hold that thought. Oh, all right, fine. Cards we're worried about include Shackles. No. Get out of here. Boop. Sure. No. No. Okay. So I do have a repeal, which is fine. There's a Serum Visions. I also have a Compass. No. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Compass. We're going to go get a basic. Get another basic island. And we're going to pass. Because we can win this game without worrying about Shackles. Sure. Got enough to pay for a Mana Leak and a Spell Pierce. And we can repeal this at the end of their turn. This looks like a whale. That's a whale. Would like to draw a card. Sure. Alright. We won for once. Not going to put this dragon into play. Not for a while, at least. Because there's a Shackles. Second main phase whale. Okay. Does this pop? No. Have a dragon. Okay. I gotta find a counter spell to deal with the Shackles. Or a second repeal. I gotta find a counter spell to back up whatever I plan on doing to get rid of Shackles. Yes, I would like to pay Ward. Alright. There's a whale of my own and a Joust Through, but Joust Through isn't going to do much at the moment. I should shout out FRZ and Owen Watts for the follows. I missed that when I popped out to Discord. Yes, we like to draw 3 cards. It's a Venser. That's rude. Alright. I guess I'll put it back on the stack. Suspend this Ancestral Visions. I think I'm going to whale the whale and joust the Venser. Whale. Ward trigger. Pay 1, pay 2. If they counter this, it's fine. Murder the Venser. Nope, not going to cycle the dragon. Serum Visions is great. I love both of those cards. You're going to go on top. You're going to go on top. And we drew a Dream Trawler. All right. I'm going to pass. I'm going to wait until I have Absorb before I cast this Dream Trawler, because I think this is a card that's going to win me the game. And if we want to sit here and go draw go, I'll go draw go. Play whale. Cause a fight. Do you come off? That's not the right one. No. We got time. Beginning of combat. Sure. You have a whale. Dream Trawler resolves. All right. So they're debating on untapping the shackles. I love that. Yes, I would like to cast the suspended card. We are going to fight over this one to make them tap out of mana. Because this Dream Trawler is about to get huge. Awesome. And we found a colonnade. Discard a Day of Judgment. Play a colonnade. Move to squish. Squish. Breaching. All right. No. Okay. You can go on the top. That's fine. What am I discarding? Yeah. Yeah. I think we're just going to discard this land. I have a dig through time that's about to draw 1,000,000 cards. You have a whale. No, I lied. Let's just deduce. But sure, it got spell pierced. All right. Untap, drawing cards. We move to attack step. Discard a land. Activate Colonnade. Attack. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Blue. Blue. Glacial Fortress, Jace Architect. Hey, Sig. Repeal, Mana Leak, everything else. Land for turn. Pass. Playing some blue-white control versus mono blue. Untap. Pay for ward. Yes. Sure. That's the turn. Draw a card. Move to attacks. Discard Timeless Dragon. Second main. Play a Jace. Plus Jace. Pass. Always yield to Jace. Whale the whale. No, don't do that. Cancel. We need that one. Control Z. Learn how to tap mana correctly. You have a dig. Ward. Counter spell has been had. Untap. Yes. F6. I gotta save time. Jace takes one. Actually, don't F6 because there's a shackles in play. It's still 0-0, by the by. Play my land. Play a search for Azcanta. Discard Thassa. Activate Colonnade. Attack. No blocks. Pass turn. Always yield. Untap. Ward trigger. 1, 2. Yes. Jace takes 1. It's a distraction. Oh, Jace doesn't take 1. I take 1. More Ancestral Visions in the exile zone. Always yield. Graveyard. Yes. Alright. Absorb is a great magic card. Plus Jace. Move to combat. Activate Colonnade. Countered. Attack step. Rar. No blocks. Pass the turn. Always yield. Da, 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 da. Jace is being attacked by the whale. I'm being attacked by Malcolm. Let's untap Malcolm. Jace can take 5, 4, 5, whatever it is. Jace can take a hit. Priorities. More ancestral visions. I would like to draw a card. Sweet. All right. Cancel. Cancel. First things first. Plus Jace. All right. Detention sphere. This is going to be the fight. Sure. Sure. Discards Mana Leak. Detention sphere targeting Shackles. Yes. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not smart. Shackles. Pass. Any of them coming off? No. All right. So the plan is to Shackles Malcolm, block the whale, kill my opponent. It's the plan. All right. Love that. Okay. Plus that. Activate Colonnade. Move to combat. Attack. Always yields. All right. Death. Hey. Okay. We have 8 minutes to win a second game. This is annoying. All right. Shackles is nah. I don't know how to sideboard for this. Negate's going to be a thing. Joust Through is bad. Joust Through is bad. Spell Pierce is good. I have protection from the chosen card. That's probably fine. I think we can cut Dam. And Timeless Dragons. I cut 2 more cards here. I don't think I want Spell Pierce. I think we're going to go long. And I'll cut 1 Mana Leak. Actually, I lied. Search for Azcanta is probably not the card I want. All right, let's do that. That is probably wildly incorrect, by the way. But we got to play fast. We got to play accurate. This hand is fine. I'm going to keep it. It's got lands. It's got spells. It's got a whale. Prairie Stream, pass. Okay. I am a deck full of basic lands. We'll just prioritize those. Fine. Always yield. Mystic Gate. Pass. As long as we're hitting land drops, I don't care. Land drop. It's not a land drop. We'll go top. That's fine. We'll pass. I'd like to draw 3 cards. That'd be great. Hey, look, land. Turn Visions. That was the wrong land to tap. Actually, no, it wasn't. Bottom. Top. All right. Move to discard. I have another one on top. I don't need to tap all of that. And we pass. Holding up a million counter spells. Top. Ditch a repeal. Pass. I mean, if we're just going to sit here, that's good for me. Move to the end step. Bounce this Shackles. Or attempt to, at least. Sure. Annoying is what it is. All right. We get to F6 for a turn, which is great. But now we get to do dumb things. Like sit here and do nothing. And try and find a way to catch up a million minutes on time. A whole lot of Drago. The problem is there's two Shackles in play. And we're going to be here a bit. That's a good magic card. I like that magic card. I have basic lands. Colonnade. Love that for me. No. You can't have that. Do we fire in with Colonnade? Not yet. Well. No. Beginning of combat. Move to attacks. Ward trigger. Colonnade. Attack. Stop it. Cancel. We'll wait. Top. Okay. Whoop. Yay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Jesus H. All right. Yeah. Ward trigger. Pass. Always yield. Beginning of combat. Oh, stupid. This is a fun game of Magic. All right. Ugh. Sure. Fun games of magic. All right. You go to the bottom. I'm done with you. Do I have needle in? Do I have needle in? I do not. Awesome. Because I believe that I hit F5 too many times. It doesn't matter. I'm going to lose this match anyways because I'm going to timeout. Which is mildly unfortunate. I did. And I get to steal the Sphinx and die. GG, honor bound. So I don't know if that was a. That was just me taking too long to win game one. Or what have you. We have Temur Cascade versus versus Blue Eye Control. Oh no, Blue Eye Tempered Steel. All right. All right. Figured it out. We got what looks like a very close match. It's game 3. All right. Close is very close. Temur Nadu Cascade? What is that? I wasn't the last match. Yay. Alright, we got a Steel Overseer that blocks. We got Maze Mind Tome, which does stuff. Thanks for Tom reminding me that I need to report these damn matches. Oh, report result. I lost 1-2. I'm dumb. Anyways, I assume they started late, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think the Teamer deck is just 87,000 miles ahead. Yeah, there's a Furnace to remove a blocker, which is lethal, 7/9. Yep. All right, that's lethal, and we should get round 3 up here in a minute, or a second Roaring Furnace to just attack with everything. Oh, set the timer for 40 minutes? Okay, that would do it. That would do it. It's not going to matter too much, because the game's over. And Garcia takes that one. Come on. Let's get a refresh. 6 rounds of Swiss with top 8. You got none of those are helpful. Standings. Those are helpful. We have currently 12 players at undefeated. All right. Am I at the bottom? Not at the bottom. All right. All right. Round 3. See if I can find me. We got. Am I playing? I'm not playing Tom. All right. Disable that. I don't need usernames being truncated. Blues Fan 2. All right. All right. Load it up. Oh. Whoop. Got there. All right. I only concede one of them, and it's not going to matter. All right. We got there. And I lost the die roll. That's mildly unfortunate. All right. Lands and spells. Love that. Gonna keep it. Yorion, so probably Orzhov nonsense. This hand against Yorion is probably fine. This absorb's going to do a whole lot of work. All right, we got a second counter spell. That's great. Basic islands. Or basic planes. All right. Are you just mono white? No, blue white. Champion of Wits. Okay. Not Yorzhov. Some reanimator or something? No. No, just like blue white control nonsense. All right. Let's just murder that. Thanks. Okay. Okay, so it's blue white blink. Man, I love free draw spell. Into a land drop? It's so good. I'll take one from this thing for like 87 turns. Yeah, you make 1/1. As soon as I find a Jace, these 1/1s ain't gonna matter. So this is like you white mid range. This is less mirror and more of a they can get under me very quickly. That was a fantastic magic card to draw. That was also a pretty good one. I want lands. Good. Bottom, top, land. No, not that one. Compass. All right. Pass. This is more creature based than anything, which is perfectly fine. Not worried about the 1/1s at the moment. I can whale the colonnade if they want to get in with it. If that is the plan. Oh, perfect. If they want to mana leak a whale, that's fine. Breach. Puts a colonnade on the bottom. We know we're drawing a land. Pass. We'll take 3. No. Knight of the White Orchid is fine. End step, I would like to go get a basic land. Go get a basic island. Play a land. Go get another one. Another one. More islands. Pull the trigger. All right. Pass turn. Compass flips. Yes, they do have one turn of free reign, but they have 2 cards in their hand. They do have a Yorion. If they're just going to pass, love that. We are absolutely in love with that. Sure, you make a 1/1. All right, dismiss. Because this is 1/1's never doing anything. No. Actually, cancel. Cancel. We're gonna dig on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue, blue. We're gonna try and find a hard counter for this. Or a shackles. That's fine. Any order, it doesn't matter. All right. Mana Leak says no. Okay. Thassa's Intervention says no. Cast. Choose. Blue, blue. 1, 2. Yep, that's a whole 2 for 1, and that's fine. And I still have Spires for this human. Stop it. All right. In come shackles. Suspend the ancestral vision. Ugh. Okay. That's fine. I'd like to draw a card. Cool. Tap lands. No. Whale? No. This is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I can't do it with absorb up, but I'll do it in the end step. Actually, I'll do it now. Because now I can hold up Absorb. And there's no Supreme Verdict. So all right. Oh, my opponent wanted none of it. All right, let's get a report. I'm going to assume that that's going to be a 2-0, but modern matches. So we got a 2-0. Let's see if we can find Tom. No, but we'll go ahead and pop in and say hi to Curly Boy. Couldn't find Tom Sonic, so we got Temur Cascade, which seemed, and Gruul Dinos. All right, we have Cascade up a match or up a game. We have Laelia in play. We have a Whale in exile. We have Curly Boy missing land drops, which is unfortunate. What's the backside of this room do? You have no maximum hand size, draw a card. All right. Raptor. Measly little 2/3s. Missing land drops is not great for Curly Boy here. Do we have a Cascader? We have a Shardless Agent. Flips 10 cards. It's 10 Laelia triggers. Laelia is huge. And to see the truth on the stack. Nice 3 mana draw 3. Put a 2/2 into play. You are legal in Modern. Oh. Well, that looks like a dead Curly Boy. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, that is a dead Curly Boy. Well, not quite dead. Curly's at 1. At 1. What do you got? Raptor into Nemesis. Okay. That's 2 blockers. The source would deal damage to the chosen player. Permanent deals double that damage. Removal spell? Removal spell wins the game and the match. Challenger also does it. That has haste. All right. So that is a win for Goldfish Man, putting them at 2-1. I'm 1-2. I assume that puts Curly Boy at 1-2 as well. Yes. All right. Popson, I believe, is 2-1 or 2-0. All right. Let's check in on 2-0 players. We got Paposin and Swift Warkite. We got Gruul Legends and Living Death. Living Death. Living Death. There's a whole lot of big dumb things in the play. Oh, they're both at level 3. Oh, that's gross. Uh, 5, 10, 5, 10, 13, 17, 21. All right, so that was a concession from Paposin, who's dead on board with not a whole lot of mana, so I assume drew a land. Because any creature there and you flip 4 cards. All right. So who else is playing? Oh, we're at the bottom. All right, let's check in on another set of 2-0 players. We got So Long and Sacritor. Assuming Magic Online does loady things, we got Black White Humans versus Mono Red. We got So Long up a game, but looking behind right now. Kitesail has nothing underneath it. Double blocks. Okay. Was there a board wipe coming? We got Lurrus in the grip. No, that's a Razorkin. It's a blocker. There's only one card in hand. There's, yeah. Deals a point of damage to Sacritor. Aspirant. Oh, that's a beating. Puts a counter on the freebooter. Freebooter comes in. Wild swings are wild. Yeah, have to block. That's lethal. Goes to 4. And that's tied up, I believe. Yep. Match tied. Oh, there's Tom. All right. More 2-0. We got Mono White versus Tom's on Cascade, I believe. Game 3. And Tom won game 2. So, yep. We have a Kythian attack for 3. Tom to 17. What did the Temple do? Temple went 1 on top. So, removal spell or a land? Money says removal spell. That's a Roaring Furnace. All right, Kythian down. Taking a whole bunch of pressure off. We got a Dauntless Bodyguard, which chooses the Luminarch Aspirant. A Benevolent Bodyguard, which prevents a single removal spell. All right, getting in for 2, going to 15. All right. Land for Tom. No plays. Okay, that's it's not great for Tom. Aspirant trigger on the Bodyguard. Swing for 6. Yep. All right. Arachnogenesis seems pretty good. We got Bodyguard in the way. Or blocking the Bodyguard and double blocking the Aspirant. So, yep, that seems reasonable. Arachnogenesis prevents all non-spider damage as well. So, that's was just forcing the sack anyways. Assault on the Dauntless Bodyguard makes the Aspirant indestructible for the turn. Temple of Mystery says scry to the top. So either a Cascader or another removal spell for the Aspirant. Flowering of the White Tree, making it a 3/3. Still, or makes it a 4/4. It means it does not trade with Spooters. It does get whaled, though. Get whaled. All right, Aspirant went to the top. So probably the only creature. But I do believe unlock Steaming Sauna. Yeah, I do believe this game is over. Tom's drawing 2 cards a turn. with 2 lands and 2 cards in hand, unsure how GRT can come back from this. I have a feeling another removal spell will lock it up. Or just a 6/6. I mean, Aspirant's a card that can do things. It does get very big. But another whale, a Brutal Cathar, that eats a spider token because it can't eat a whale right now. Where's the counter go on the Aspirant? Do we double block the whale? Is that the line? Do you double block the whale and lose the Aspirant? Nope, you just get furnace. Yeah, Aspirant goes boom. And cut the Brutal Cathar. Yep. Swing in for 8. And I don't think there's a way to generate black mana in the teamer list. Scry to the bottom. All right. And we have a card draw. 2 cards in hand for GRT. Casting Lurrus. Okay. If Lurrus survives, you got a shot. Maybe. You're going to take a pile of damage, but with 1,000,000 lands, there's a See the Truth. Unsure if Lurrus is going to survive the turn. We got, what do we got? Four mana for an ill-timed explosion. Okay. If you find another See the Truth or an Arachnogenesis, that'll do it. Yeah, remove the Lurrus. It's one way to do it. Attack for 6. Lethal presented. 1 card in hand. And concession. Tom goes up to 3-0. And we got GRT goes down to 2-1. We got Ray. All right. We got I assume 1-1s. Niche versus Forrest Gump. Niche is 1-1. Forrest Gump is also 1-1. Niche is on what looks like blue-white control versus clerics, right? Spell Queller into play. That's a blocker. It blocks. We got Mikaeus ticking up. Or, sorry, ticking down. Drawing a card off a clue. So we got Remorseful Cleric at 3 power, which trades neatly with the Spell Queller. Yeah, defense grid might get cut if you're not siding it in against the counterspell decks. It's probably a good idea. But you also being 1 and 2 means you might get another shot at a counterspell deck. So we have Spirit Mirror. Spirit Mirror is actually a really good Magic card. I quite enjoy that. Dopey enchantments doing dopey enchantment things. We got Mikaeus taken up. Gonna eat a removal spell? Yes, it is. All right, cracking a clue. Cracking a clue. I don't even... Match, or game 3. Tabarax on the stack. Probably going to eat, yeah, eats a spell queller. Which there is probably going to eat a removal spell. Aura. What does Aura do? That's a card I have not seen. When it or another cleric controlled dies, return target cleric card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, I mean, that's... it reminds me, what is that card that was an artifact combo for a bajillion years? Scrap Trawler. It's got big Scrap Trawler vibes. All right, there's a Tabarax. Gonna eat another counterspell. Yep, just absorb it. Third Tabarax. I mean, if this Remorseful Cleric attacks, it can come back. Shackles with 5 islands in play. Yep. All right. Shackles Aura seems good. Exiles Niche Graveyard. Brings back Mikaeus, which does nothing. Oh, just giving Tabarax a couple of counters. Okay. Yeah. I mean, makes sense, I suppose. Eiley. Ooh. Eiley does stuff. If you can ever get to 1,000,000 life. Was it 10 more than starting life total? 10 more than your starting life total. So the 3/3 was summon sick. 3/3 was summon sick, just stolen by Shackles. Or, sorry, 60 seconds ahead of you guys. No, I don't think it was afraid of the whale because there wasn't enough mana for that. Maybe afraid of the crackback because it was a 4/4 at the time. Rar. Smells like wrath. Smells like wrath? Got a Tabarax growing a Tabarax, giving it lifelink, right? If it was a cleric, you may draw a card, 5 or more counters on it. Now I'd be afraid of the whale. Another Rite Priest, making Tabarax huge. Is it just going to be stolen with Shackles? What do we have for 2 mana? We have Clerics, or Remorseful Cleric. Do you just slam a whale? This looks like slam a whale. Yeah, slam a whale. Alright. You just looking to push damage? No. Giving them aura. Because the whale can't attack into Tabarax right now. I mean, it can. I mean, pushing 4 damage seems pretty okay. But I don't think the crackback is going to be great. Yeah, with 0 cards in hand. Oh, actually, Shackles can't even take Tabarax. It can take a Rite Priest, though. Search, sacrifice, search for a black creature. Yeah, Aura goes. Oh, Eiley goes. Getting back Mikaeus. But Tabarax just gets blocked, right? Just gets chumped. And you can steal, like, Rite Priest. Oh, Mikaeus doesn't die. But oh, so this is the combo. All right. Tabarax gets huge and lifelink. And there's an Eiley in play. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Deranged Necromancer? Doom Necromancer. Kill it, get a up. Alright, so Bygone Bishop gets thefted. I assume gets sacked to Eiley. Yup. I don't. Unsure. Because I do believe, yeah, I do believe giving Aura back was a mistake. I think giving Aura back with the shackles was the big mistake here. Um, but that's Forrest Gump with a win. We got anybody left? No. All right. So matches will go up. Everybody gets marked as red. So, oh no, I lied. We have two left. Let's check in on watch. See what they're doing. I thought that was the end of the round. There's a commandeer on the stack. I don't know what's happening, but I love it. Commandeer targeting the compass. Okay. Oh, it's Temur Cascade versus Watch on blue white. Love that. All right. Game 3. Always coming in clutch. Got Shadow under 5 minutes. There's a Lelia. 5 cards in hand. Do we have a Cascader to go with it? I mean, there's a Spires, so it's yep, there's a Cascader. 2 cards with an ill-timed explosion. That's probably just going to draw 2 cards. I have a feeling it's not going to it's going to be countered. Yup. That's a concession. All right. Watch it 2-1 as well. And if I'm looking at this correctly, we are done. All right. I am going to see if I can. I'm going to attempt to remove my delay because if I'm, uh-oh, OBS. Don't do OBS things. Output. General. Appearance. Stream. Video. Oh no, it's in advanced. All right. Disable. Apply. All right. We should be back to live. Oh, hey. I called it, Tom. I called it. Come on, Tom. Let's go. All right. Ugh. 10 people in stream. I love you guys. Like, I really appreciate that. Streaming tournaments apparently is really good for my stream numbers. Who knew? All right, let's get a refresh here and see where we sit. '40th. All right. All right. On the die roll. Love that. All right. Lands and spells. Love that. I need to not draw removal spells. I need to draw nothing but counter spells and lands. Tom, upkeep stop? For real? All right. Play basic island and pass. Glacial Fortress. Pass. If I don't have to shove this counter spell, I'm going to cycle this Timeless Dragon for basic planes. Ow. Ah, there's a marsh. 1. End step. Plane cycle. Basic planes. Pass. Land. Suspend Ancestral Vision. Whispers of the Muse. Love that. Tom. Be sad. I have 3 counter spells. Be sad. No. Actually, cancel. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Always yield to Ancestral Vision. Okay. Missing a land drop is kind of sad, but it's fine. Double Piranha Marsh Serum Visions. Okay. Sure. Bottoms both. More Serum Visions. More double bottom. Actually, no. That can... This repeal can actually win the game. Because it can bounce an Animate Dead on the stack, so it exiles all their permanents. What are you getting back? Ripples. Okay. All of the ripples. Okay. That, fantastic card to draw. I'm going to always yield. So they don't know about those two cards, right? Alright, so there's a dragon in the yard. That's gone. And that's gone. Got a dark ritual. Okay. Island, and Spell Pierce. Picks up Spell Pierce. Rituals. Animate Dead resolves. I can draw lands. Yep. Alright. We're dead. We're dead. Okay. So this should be pretty good. I'm actually going to take a quick break. I'm going to sideboard first. We got this. We got this. These. Those. Nevermore. Heliod's Intervention. Wraths are bad. Dam is bad. All right, hold that thought. I'll finish sideboarding in a second. All right, we have returned. We need to find 3 cuts. Digs are probably... Actually, no. Those are pretty good. I think we can cut the Ancestral Visions. And... Whales? Whale? Whale. Because the objective is to not die, not win. All right, on the play. Yes, keep. Pass. If I get duressed on one, I'm going to be very upset. No, Serum Visions. Don't care. All right. Is my sound still live? OBS. Yes, sound still live. No. I'm going to play an island. They bottomed both. And we know they have a basic island in their hand. What's the play, Tom? Piranha Marsh. Okay. It's fine. Basic planes? No. Okay. Whispers, draw a card. Yep, sure. All right. The plan is to counter whatever they play and then slam a Ruined Halo. Oh, and drawing a land there. White. Ruined Halo on the stack. No. Cancel. Negates a hard counter. They have Spell Pierce. This is bad. Why do I do this? Why? Why do I do this to myself? I'm going to die. I'm going to die. They're going to untap, cast on Markgrave, play a basic swamp, and animate dead. And I'm going to lose. Or they're going to go Dark Ritual, do the same thing. Yeah, sure. I'm F6. Probably takes negate here, but I don't know the context. No, took repeal. We got a turn. I didn't draw land. All right. So the plan is to intervention and draw 2 cards. The plan. But they know about these cards. So, yeah. I would like to cast Inspire. Thank you. Deal. That resolved very quickly. None of those were lands. Wish Claw. All right. Yep, sure. Good name, Tony. Good name. Tap lands are still lands. We're still delayed. That's upsetting. I might have to restart. Ooh. Pay attention to the card you draw. Nevermore. I don't think I can play that yet. Let's bottom that and top that. And then pass. I'm going to discard this Detention Sphere. Oh, I don't have to discard. Love that. All right. Now I will discard this Detention Sphere. Because that's a card I don't need. And if we get to the end step, whale. They knew this was here. All right. So that's gone. That's gone. Cool. So they know about this negate that I have. Oh, and Purify the Grave. All right. If this gets countered, I'll let it get countered. I have like 18 pieces of interaction. Um, okay, cool. Attack. Oh no, I'm at 18. Play land. Hold up my million pieces of interaction. This is the turn you have to go for it, Tom. Resolves. No. Activate Colonnade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because that's non-land permanent. Let's Serum Vision, see if we can draw land. Land? Kind of. Bottom. Two, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Top. All right, I'll just discard this Thematic Compass. Oh, I have 7 cards in my hand. Ah. Stroke of Genius also kills. How mad do I want to make Tom? Resolves. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good concession, Tom. All right, Detention Sphere doesn't actually do anything because I'm dumb and forgot it was in there. Shackles also doesn't do anything because I'm dumb and forgot it was in there. So, submit. Bring those out, bring the visions back in. And after this match, I will restart the stream. And then we'll have to either stitch together the YouTube videos, I think. This hand doesn't do anything. This hand also doesn't do anything and is slower. All right, this hand does stuff. Keep. At a bottom 2 cards. All right, let's bottom this Nevermore and this Dig Through Time because I can shuffle with this Timeless Dragon. Mulling to 5 on the draw against the combo deck just feels so bad. Serum Visions. All right, drawing Serum Visions is fine. I'm going to bottom the Absorb and top the Colonnade. And then we'll just run it back. If we die on turn 3, we die on turn 3. If we die now, we die now. It's a Wishclaw Talisman. Bottom, Colonnade. All right, right now we're looking for counter spells. Or Ruined Halo. Or Interaction. Or something. Yeah, sure. My hand is poopy, Tom. My hand is poopy. Takes the intervention, not the counterspell. Of cards to draw. Alright. So I'm going to cast this Pithing Needle and hope it buys me a turn. Alright. Play the tap land so I don't play the Land of Shame. Am I dead? I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Oh, that was such a good draw. Still not dead. Still not dead. I'm just going to dismiss that. They know, he knows we have this absorb and this dragon that I'm going to cycle at the end of turn to shuffle everything back in. Plane cycle. We need lands. I'm going to go get a basic planes to represent mana leak as well as absorb. Alright, this Thassa's intervention is going to draw us 2 cards at the end of his turn. Wishclaw is fine. Cast. Cast. Done. Take 2 lands, I guess. Alright. I suppose. I'm not going to miss land drops. But I can't absorb and repeal and animate dead. So I have 2 pieces of interaction. I really would like to stop drawing lands now. Four mana. X spell. 4 mana draw card. Yep, sure. I have 4 cards in my hand and haven't missed a land drop. You've missed 3. Oh, I lied. I've missed 1 land drop. More Wishclaw Talismans. Interaction? Alright. Dig through time is like interaction. It is anything and everything I need it to be. At least that's the hope. Alright. Hit a land drop. Dark Ritual resolves. Unmarked Grave resolves. Alright. We gotta fight. Blue Island counter. You have another Dark Ritual. You have another Wishclaw. This is the point where I cast Dig Through Time. Absorb and untap land, I guess. Put the two non-lands there and then any order. Wishclaw resolves. Dark Ritual resolves. Negate resolves. Animate Dead resolves. Trigger. Trigger. Bounce the Animate Dead. Alright. Resolves. Put a threat into play. GG's, Tom. Alright, I'm going to attempt to restart the stream. I will be right back. Let me double check my settings. Advanced. Alright. delay is there.